On the 20th of this month of September, more than 14,025 kg bags of rice is going to be landing at the free port of Monrovia from the People's Republic of China. This is the first consignment of approximately 70,000 25 kg bags of rice that was promised by the president of China, President Xi Jinping, to Liberia during bilateral talks that was held back in 2024 with President Joseph Numa, of course. Now, people would take this to be a good news. China, pledging food aid in a bilateral talk, and I understand, to some level, that this might be some type of good news because our number one problem in the country is actually hunger. I believe so. That our number one problem in the country of Liberia, is hunger. And once we can fight hunger, it will be easier, to fight other problems, right? And China is pledging approximately 70,000 bags, 25 kg bags of rice to Liberia. I think it's a good thing. But again, the important underlying statement here is when and why did they pledge this food aid to Liberia? This was during 2024, during a bilateral talk, right? Between two presidents, between two countries, right? So in case you don't know what a bilateral talk is, this is where you see two parties or two countries or two head of states meet and pledge to do, something for each other. You do this for me and I do that for you. So if China is including food aid, about 70,000, 25 kg bags of rice to Liberia in a bilateral talk, what did our president or our country or our government agree to give to China in return? That is number one. Number two, I don't think there should be anything regarding food included in a bilateral talk. We just saw, not long ago, some of our lawmakers, not lawmakers, but some of our government officials were arrested, and they are still, undergoing investigation for, embezzling bags of rice that was given to Liberia by Saudi Arabia. Those bags of rice was not given through a bilateral talk. It was just given as a gift. We had nothing to pay back to Saudi Arabia for it. But we know in this case, we definitely have something to pay for it. Now, what we are paying for it is not clear. It's just like, China is giving food aid to Liberia, right? It is good to help people. If China really want to help us, especially when it comes to food, if they have recognized that we have a food problem, it is good. You can help us. How did you manage to get 70,000, bag of rice? How are you, planting your rice? What are you doing? What kind of machinery are you using? And how do you manufacture those machinery? Come and teach us all the expertise that you know so that we can learn it and do it for ourselves. Not you taking 70,000 bags of rice and giving it to us and say, I give you this. This is like, literally somebody trying to sell something to you, but you may not know the value of that thing, so they will give you a little bit of it, and then you taste it. After tasting it, all of a sudden you'll be behind it. Whoa, I need more. I need more. And they will tell you that now you have to do this for me to give you that. Now you have to do this for me to give you that. This is my understanding of it, right? So, again, no country, right, that is very progressive should be including food aid in a bilateral talk. I don't want to remove aids completely to say any aids. I think aids are good. It depends. Not food though. We don't want food aid. We don't want monetary aid like financial aid. You just take a bunch of money, 500 million or 1 billion and give it. You say as an aid. That's not aid. That money you're giving is paper. It has absolutely no value whatsoever. It may have some type of value, but it does not have a permanent value. We need something that you can give to us in a bilateral, meeting or agreement that is going to benefit the country for life, forever. Give us knowledge. Give us the type of expertise that you have on making things happen. On like I said, manufacturing some of those machinery that make your agriculture so wonderful that everybody is running after it, right? A country or a group of people cannot be independent if they cannot feed themselves. This is one of the things that the president actually ran his campaign on. For Liberia to be independent when it comes to food, to chase hunger out of Liberia. So instead of me being happy that China is about to send about 70,000 bags of rice by the end of the year to Liberia, I'm taking this as number one, as an insult to our intelligence. That's number one. It's an insult to our intelligence. Number two, like this is like another trap. It's food aid. It's food aid. It's rice. I don't care if that 1 million bags is gonna finish. And when it finishes, what are you gonna do? You're going to go back there again begging for more. So anything that somebody, including a deal that you know you will need later, again, like it's not gonna be enough. Why are you signing that kind of deal? I don't understand it. Somebody make me understand. It does not matter how much bag of rice these people gave, it will still finish. We're gonna have to learn how to make our own bag of rice, right? We have to learn how to make our own bags of rice. And if they cannot support us, if they cannot support us on that note, then I don't see any reason as to why we should have any dealing with those people, right? And I'm not talking down on China. China will do whatever you allow them to do, right? They will still do business with you if you say that no, we don't want food aid. We want aid of expertise. We want aids of knowledge. The knowledge that you have to make those machines, to make your agriculture, the whole process very, very easy, right? We want that same experience, we want that same expertise, we want that same knowledge. That's the aid that we want from you. We don't want food aid from you. We don't want financial aid from you. We want aid of knowledge, right? We want for us to exchange knowledge, and you tell us what you want from us, and then we can see if we can make that work out. Because they want something from us as a country. But what do we want from them? I know the government may have asked for other things, but there's food aid. I've seen a lot of people already saying positive things about it. I don't see anything positive with this. I don't see anything positive with this. It is good that we go starving right now, we go hungry right now, and we get to eat later on, right? It rather that we go sleep hungry tonight, then tomorrow we get to eat better food, and then after tomorrow we get to eat better food over and over again. Our children will come in a society where hunger will not be a problem. Every good parent does that to their children, right? They rather go to bed hungry so that their children can be able to eat. You have to sacrifice, and Liberia have to sacrifice. Signing these kind of deals that include food aid. Give me food aid when I'm in a problem like a real civil, like war problem. When we have civil unrest. When there is a war, if there is a war going on in the country, there is no government or whatsoever, everybody is running up and down. We are refugees. Yes, people need food aid, but we are not refugees. We don't have wars going on in our country. Why are we receiving food aid from other countries? Like, come on, this is complete laziness, and it is complete, nobody's trying to apply any type of effort. And I'm saying it right here, right now. There is no way you will see any type of success, like real, true, permanent success, if you don't, sacrifice something. And I'm not saying Liberia as a government, as a nation, sacrificing anything. We are running around having bilateral talk with a huge country like China over food aid. This is disgraceful. This is disgraceful, and I know a lot of people don't see it from this side. Food aid to Liberia when we are having no war, no civil unrest in the country, from like the biggest economy in the world, which is China, is disgraceful. We can include a lot of other talks in our bilateral meeting with those countries, but the last thing we should be talking about is asking them to help us with food. It makes absolutely no sense. We shouldn't be doing this. This is very, very disgraceful. And this meeting happened back in September 2024, last year. So now China is sending, like I said, the 20th of this month, I think it will be Saturday. The first consignment will be landing at the Freeport, which will be about 14,000 bags, of the 25 kg, bag of rice, right? That will be the first consignment, and I think Second and third consignment will be coming both in October and November of this same year. So approximately it will be about 60 to 70,000, 25 kg bags of rice. But again, of course, people are going to be happy. It's food and people are hungry. But at the end of the day, its food is going to finish just in it. 70,000 bags of rice to Liberia. We are 5.5 million people. Why would you include such a thing in a bilateral talk? I don't get it. But when we are including these kind of things in our bilateral talk, trust me, we are far, far away. We are far, 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 far away from being independent. We have to be willing to sacrifice. There is hunger in the country, we understand. If we have to go hungry for another more, like another long period of time, let's do it. But as long as the end goal is that it will bring us permanent independence, we'll be making our own food. If we can make our own food, we can make our own clothes and everything that we use in the country. We might just go back, down to the colonial period and allow people to own us. Because it's the same thing, like you cannot say that we are an independent country, but we can't feed ourselves. We can't clothe ourselves. That means that we are not independent, right? So including this kind of talk, like food aid talk in a bilateral talk, it's crazy, man. This is an L for Liberia. The food is going to come. It's already on the way. Like I said, on Saturday, the 20th of this month, the first consignment is going to be at the Freeport. It is already, the deal has been signed a year ago, actually. It's disgraceful. It's just completely 100% disgraceful.